Hi, I'm Brandon Reyes with T.R.U Release and Axcel Sights, and today I'm going to show you the Sweet Spot Pro. The Sweet Spot Pro is a new back tension style release that includes an activator switch here, otherwise known as kind of like a safety device. The new Sweet Spot Pro is made completely out of brass with the exception of the interchangeable handles here. New for this year, we've added the ability to change the handle out to a 3-finger like you see here, or a 2-finger or a 4-finger, in which all those are included in the package when you purchase the Sweet Spot Pro. Other features include a new slimmer handle for a more ergonomic feel. To adjust your Sweet Spot Pro, there's only one travel adjustment screw, and it's found on the bottom side of the release here in this silver 6-shaped piece. It simply takes a 50 thousandths Allen wrench, and to make an adjustment, you insert the Allen wrench into the set screw, and you're going to turn the set screw clockwise to make the release faster. And and when doing this, I would make sure that you go in small increments. 1/16 of a turn can make quite a bit of difference on this particular release. So small adjustments is going to go a long way for you. And to make the release slower, you simply turn the set screw counterclockwise. So that's the only adjustment that you're going to find on the Sweet Spot or the Sweet Spot Pro like I just showed you. When using your Sweet Spot Pro or any of the Sweet Spot family of releases, the ideal way to use the release is to make sure that your activator switch is in a safe position, which is down like you see here, or when you're ready to fire, that is the unsafe position. So just so you know that up front, we're going to put our release into a safe position, click our bail hook into position to be hooked up to our D-loop, and now we're ready. So you're going to draw, find your anchor point, click the activator switch off, and then start your back tension or your rotation to fire. The activator switch is very important. There's some very important things to consider when you're wanting to use the activator switch to let down. And I'm going to demonstrate the correct way and the incorrect way to re-lock your release or make it safe to let down. So I'm going to draw the bow, and I get to my anchor point, and I've either clicked the safety off and I've either overheld, or I just don't feel right about the shot, so I want to let down. Well, the proper way to let down is to transfer the pressure back off of the bail before you click your safety, just like I did there, and then activate your activator switch back into a safe position and then let down, and you don't have to worry about it misfiring. The incorrect way to do this process is to draw, get in your shot, realize that I need to let down, and not rock it forward, just kind of pull. You're kind of still pulling without rocking it forward. So you got to kind of think of it like a conventional back tension release. If you go to let down, to ensure security, be sure to transfer that pressure forward and then activate your activator switch to let down in a safe manner. So that's important to remember, because I don't want anybody to have any misfires or shots that go off that when they're not ready to. So that's the proper way to use the activator switch when letting down. An important part with the Sweet Spot Pro that our design engineers took into consideration is the direction that you are activating the activator switch. So to put that into perspective, when I'm at full draw, I'm actually activating my switch in a safe position by clicking it this way, as opposed to pushing it forward in an unsafe firing position. So that's something that the T.R.U engineers have taken into consideration, not only from day one, but now even in 2016 with our new Sweet Spot Pro, is the direction that you're clicking that safety off is in a safe position or a safe direction, as opposed to some of the competitors who have gone opposite, to where you're actually pushing it in a direction that's going to cause it to fire. So when you're purchasing your Sweet Spot Pro, remember, or any of our Sweet Spot releases, that's an important feature that could help you when you're selecting a particular back tension release with a safety. One of the best features also of the Sweet Spot Pro include the amount of travel that it takes to go off when you're shooting uphill and downhill. And to put that into perspective, basically this release does not have a click. The only click that you're gonna hear is when you take off the activator switch or put it back on. So you can kind of view that as a click if you wish, because I'm gonna demonstrate shooting uphill and downhill, and with a conventional back tension release, you don't actually know where you're at unless you shoot a click and you rotate to the click when you're shooting uphill and downhill. So to demonstrate that, if I'm shooting uphill and I bend at the waist and I click my safety off, once that safety is off, the amount of travel is going to be the same as it would be if I was static, shooting flat-footed on level ground. In the same way with downhill. Once I click that safety off, the amount of travel that I'm gonna have before my release fires is gonna be the same in all three phases. So it's a nice feature. So when you realize that the release doesn't actually have a click that you can rotate in a rotate to in a firing manner, just realize that that noise that you get when aiming uphill or downhill can be viewed as a click, and then a little bit more movement gets you, to fire the release. So the release does not have a click, but if you consider activating the activator switch as a click noise, it can be viewed and can be used in that manner. For more information on any of our Sweet Spot products, the original Sweet Spot 2 or the new Sweet Spot Pro, feel free to check out our website at www.trueball.com or find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and give us any questions you have at trueball@trueball.com. We'll be happy to help.